Man who spent 30 years building one of the most legendary careers in Atlanta radio just announced he is stepping away from the mic. And while the headlines are focused on the co host in the lawsuit, the detail that nobody is leading with is this: his son was home and he heard everything. This story goes so much deeper than what is being reported. And by the time I'm done breaking it all down, your entire perspective on this situation may shift. So, in order for you to understand why this moment hits the way it does, you need to know who Big Tigger is. Because if you are not from Atlanta, or if you came up in a different era, you might be sleeping on just how significant this man is in hip hop culture. Big Tigger, real name Darian Morgan, has been a staple of Atlanta radio for over 30 years. He hosted BET's Rap City, one of the most iconic hip hop programs in television history. Also, 106 in Park, also very iconic. But he has been the voice of B103 in Atlanta for years. He is not a reality TV personality or an influencer. He is an old school establishment, the kind of name that carries weight in the culture, which is exactly why what has unfolded over the last several weeks has been absolutely stunning to watch, because everything fell apart very quickly, and it started on May 9th of this year. According to investigators, on May 9th, an argument between Big Tigger and his wife, Alicia Brown, began in their bedroom, allegedly triggered by text messages from a female colleague. That argument moved from the bedroom to their shared home office, and that is where a ring camera partially captured what happened next. Police allege that Big Tigger approached Brown from behind and grabbed her by the neck and struggled with her as she repeatedly told him to let go. Investigators say she was ultimately shoved and made contact with the door, sustaining a deep cut above her left eye that required a visit to the urgent care and stitches. Medical staff there contacted police because of the severity of the injury. A protective order was later granted, keeping Big Tigger away from his wife and children. Now, I've watched the footage that was publicly released, and I gotta be honest with you about what I actually saw. What that clip shows is Big Tigger attempting to remove his wife from a room. She appears to make contact with the door frame. That's my personal take. That released clip alone did not show me what I would classify as clear cut domestic violence. What I saw looked like a heated physical confrontation, but here's my issue with the conversation that is happening right now online: that cannot be the only camera in that house. Modern homes or modern people have multiple security devices. So, what I want to know is what else was captured that has not been released? Because if that one clip tells the whole story, why are there criminal charges? What did investigators see that the public has not? And until every frame of footage is on the table, I'm keeping my full verdict exactly where it is. What is documented is this: Big Tigger was arrested on June 20th. He was booked into Fulton County Jail on charges of aggravated battery and cruelty to children in the third degree. He posted bond $9,000 on the battery charge, $1,000 on the cruelty to children charge, and was released the same day. He has denied everything categorically and repeatedly. Now, here is where this story gets complicated in ways that most people are completely glossing over. Alicia Brown, not to be confused with Bobby's wife, Big Tigger's wife, posted publicly about the situation. And in doing so, she accused his B103 co host Francesca Amiker of being his mistress. She called her a homeworker. She implied Francesca had something to do with what happened in that marriage. Francesca, who is an Emmy Award winning journalist, did not stay quiet. On June 30th, she filed a federal defamation lawsuit against Alicia Brown. She is claiming Brown's public posts destroyed her reputation, cost her business opportunities, and forced her to hire a crisis management team. She is seeking unspecified damages, and she was very clear on Instagram: I have never had an affair or cheated with a married man. Now, here's the part of Alicia Brown's statement that I think has been completely overlooked. Alicia Brown publicly stated, and I want y'all to hear this, that she has never called her husband an abuser. She took responsibility for posting the video of her own face. And then she said the receipts are coming. So you have a wife who is not using the word abuser, and yet the state of Georgia filed criminal charges independently. That tells you investigators saw something in that evidence that compelled them to act, regardless of what the wife was or was not saying publicly. Those are two very different things, and that distinction matters enormously for how this case ultimately plays out. Let me give you my full unfiltered read on this situation. Okay, on the footage, I already told you what I saw. And what I did not see was a clear cut case from that one clip that was released. But I also cannot sit here and act like that one clip is the entire story. The state filed serious charges. There are medical records. There is a protective order. Something happened in that house on May 9th that went beyond what the public has been shown. I am not going to rush to a verdict in either direction when I believe there is unreleased evidence that could change everything. On the stepping down from his job, I want to be real with y'all about something. I do not believe Big Tigger simply woke up and decided on his own to walk away from 30 years of radio. When you are a talent at a major corporate radio brand with advertisers, partnerships, and a reputation to protect, the moment your personal life becomes national news, those brands go into protection mode. What typically happens is a mutual agreement to step back. It gives the brand cover. It gives the talent the language of choosing family over career. Big Tigger's statement reads exactly like something carefully crafted with a legal and or PR team in the room. This is not necessarily a firing. This may be an exit with grace for now. And depending on which direction this legal case goes, if he is clear, he may be back behind the mic. If it goes the other way, that door could and may close permanently. The part of this story that I cannot stop thinking about is the 13-year-old son. Not because he witnessed anything visually, because according to reports, he did not, but because he was in that house and he heard what was happening between his parents. That is the weight that nobody is talking about. And that is the part of the story that stays with you long after the headlines move on. Before you go, are you looking to generate a new stream of income? I mean, I'm sure we could all use this, especially in today's economy. Well, let me tell you about something I personally use that generates me a legit side income that doesn't typically take long and is what? Very easy. And usually from the comforts of your own home. And we all like easy, legit money. It's called pay for your say. Companies pay you for your opinion before they launch products, make decisions, or go to trial. Focus groups, mock trials, one on one interviews, product testing, secret shoppers, all from your phone or laptop on your schedule. One time investment of $225. They do have Klarna Afterpay. They also have many course options available. The link is in the description along with the income calculator. This is an affiliate link. I earn a commission at no cost to you, but I would never put anything in front of the royal community I have not personally used myself. Check it out if you're interested and make sure you use the link provided in the description as well as in my link tree. And if you want to protect yourself and love and money, my ebook, Prenups, Postnups, and Power Moves is linked in the description. Also in the link tree. Grab your copy for $12.99. Just $12.99. If you made it this far, you're already part of the royal community. And I genuinely appreciate that. That subscribe button is right there if you want to make it official. If I gave you something to think about today, the like button would mean a lot if you just tap it. And the comments, go ahead and check it out because I read every single one. Drop yours because I honestly want to know what you think. Until the next story, stay Crown Royals. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.